Okay, bet. We should be live. There we go. There we go. Hey, what's going on, everybody? You see the title. You see the title. Get in there. Get in here. We here. We here. Let's give everybody a chance. Discipline isn't hard. You're making it hard. So this is a funny thing, guys. So actually, let me go over to here. I made like a ton of videos. I was consistent weekly on a consistent streak, getting back in motion for the past 2, 3 weeks now. And I didn't realize that when I was going live, I really wasn't going live. So this is why you see all of this already pre-made. But just for you guys to know, when I thought I was actually going live, I was making these in real time. Like each topic that I wanted to touch on for you guys. So we get back over here. So, like I said, discipline isn't hard, you making it hard. How to trigger focus. So you can see my sticky note in the upper left hand corner says obsessive goal in mind. We need to have a obsessive goal in mind. So the best way to go about attacking a goal is to not have 5 different goals at once. And this is how we're going to be able to trigger focus. We want to be obsessive about one goal. And when we get obsessive about one goal, hence to the right, and the next thing in like my flow chart is the number one priority. So a lot of people, when they want to trigger their focus, they're trying to juggle too many things. What's the same essence, not the essence, but essentially in business, they have this thing where you don't give a customer um, 20 colors to pick from out of a t-shirt. You know, you only give them three colors. Give them white, give them gray, give them black, or you give them black, navy blue, white. You don't give them pink, orange, green, yellow, blue, red, violet, purple, lavender. You know, you don't give them all of these colors because it just makes somebody never choose. So we want to just find one priority that's important to you to move the needle, and that can be different for everybody. Somebody's number one priority may be weight loss, getting more physically active. Another person might be studying for exams or for school or just for themselves. They want to become like a research specialist. Some people just want to read more in general to gain knowledge on specific subject matters. Some people may even want to stay more consistent with their business or their business model. So we have to just come to the conclusion of what is your number one priority. And we have to look at it in short term and long term. So long term is all it's always the foresight. It's always what you see as the end result. But the most important thing is the short term. It's the small things that always adds up to the big thing. And that's why you can see in the flow chart that I have short term. And give me 1 second. Can I make this another color? No, these are actually supposed to be arrows under. You can barely see it, but these supposed to be arrows. But anyways, let me stay back on it for you guys. So, short term is all about systems, and the way we implement systems is so. This just came to mind. I was talking to a lot of my friends, my friend groups yesterday. You know, group of ambitious individuals, and we had this thing called a habit tracker. And on this thing, we have like a maximum of 10 habits. And as one of my guys was going over it for somebody else, I said, hey, I just want to interject that you don't have to have 10 habits. You can really only have one, two, or four things in a day that you have a routine around where that'll move the needle for you. And now that doesn't mean, like I said, I know that maybe sound contradictory when I'm saying like just focus on a number one priority, but no, we still need systems throughout the day. So if that number one priority is, let's say, reading more, then we still need a system to know that, hey, I need to be up by this time. The first thing I don't need to do is doom scroll on my phone. So boom, those are two habits we're knocking out. Getting up in a timely manner. Not doom scrolling the first thing you do when you wake up. And then three, what we can do is we can read for only 5 minutes. Let's just read for 5 minutes straight. And then let's not. touch the phone into an hour into the day. So boom, that's just 4 habits tailored around how we can get more reading done, and we just build upon that. I'm just giving you that as a off the dome type of example, that when people think about habits and developing better habits, they think it has to be this list of like 20 things or 10 things. Like, no, it doesn't even have to be that. If you really only have, I mean, sometimes it only takes like having really 5 habits, 5 real good habits to build the underpinnings, or should I say the foundations. So, yep. So then you can see I got systems, and with these systems, you can figure it out yourself. And figuring out yourself is going to take longer, or you can have somebody figure it out for you or with you, and that's when I come in to play. And like I said, you can go to my school community, the operator network, and you will find me there. And right into my about page, you can book a one-on-one with me. I actually got a one-on-one today at 1 p.m. EST time. So if you want to book with me, then book with me. We'll get that solved and resolved for you. And I just want to ask everybody how they're doing. Let me see in the chat. I know this felt like this came out of nowhere, but we on stream right now. And it was so crazy because I seen like when I was streaming for like the past three weeks, I went live and I didn't even realize I really was going live. I was noticing it was like 1 or 2 viewers waiting, and I'm like, what's the wait for? And I just thought it was some weird thing YouTube was computing, because I'm like, it's no way I'm talking live right now. Then I realized, I'm like, oh my goodness. So that kind of sucked. I don't know if I missed out on helping somebody right there and then in that moment. But yeah, just an update. I just got this new role. Outside of YouTube, got this new role. They about to send me to Arkansas for like 10 days. It's about to be from March the 10th through the 20th. So yeah, I'm about to be out in Arkansas. Y'all let me know if y'all from Arkansas. Things is to do out in Arkansas. So I'm not going out there for vacation, right? It's business and training and all of that. If you guys don't know, outside of YouTube, outside of reading a ton of books, and giving value to people, helping people focus, I just transitioned to what they call supermarket refrigeration. So I'll be working at like mega supermarkets and fixing their coolers, freezers, and making sure they have heat and cooling in their facilities. Make sure like their dehumidifiers and everything like that work. So that's my responsibility, is to make sure that the food that you guys eat stay I guess you can say safe, so you guys don't get food poisoning and salmonella and all of that. All right. So if a freezer go down, we don't think about how many things are refrigerated. You got seafood, the deli station at, like, let's say Walmart, for example. You have these big freezers for ice cream that probably holds at like a negative 20 degrees. TV dinners, frozen wingdings, all of that. So I'm responsible for all of that, and then plus the heating and cooling for the facility, and that's what they consider like comfort, you know. But anyways, that's just what I've been up to recently. Well, I'm getting back on track and everything right now. Yeah, so wanted just to touch base with you guys real quick, just to let you know, guys, I did not forget about y'all. Like, I genuinely thought that this whole time that when I was going live, I was really going live. And I was like, oh, I just got a low view count because I was so busy when we transitioned into this new year, that I got inconsistent with my posting schedule because things was hectic. But then I was like, okay, I got a low view count for the last 2-3 weeks because I'm getting back into it. Then I looked a couple of days ago. I was like, wait a minute. I'm like, where are my recent lives? And I went to it, and it was saying like upcoming. I'm like, oh no, I never went live. So yeah, that's what ended up happening. But I'm happy to be back and everything. And the reason why it went that way is because for the first time, for the first 3 weeks, whatever, when thought I was going live, I was going live through my PC. Normally, what I do is I make the live through my mobile phone, on YouTube, the YouTube app. But I got that taken care of now. So now I know that I not only need to go live on OBS, but I also need to go live through YouTube, like what I'm doing right now. So, yeah, we back on track. We are back on track. So this is just a quick one. How to trigger focus. Let me give you some gems. Let me give you some quick gems and quick takeaway. That's why you gotta watch the whole live, right? Because I just gave you like a real quick crash course. But no, these are a couple ways, if you stay to the end, to trigger focus and how to lock in into the morning. We have to understand that everything is about being proactive. So the best way to stay focused first thing in the morning, that's a hack. What people do not know about is that you do not want to fall asleep. And I know most people say, I can't do this, but you do not want to fall asleep watching TV shows, or you don't want to fall asleep like app hopping. You on Twitter, then you on Instagram, then you on Facebook, then you on Instagram, then you on TikTok, then you on Snapchat. You don't want to do that before you go to sleep. You don't want to watch really movies before you go to sleep. Some tasks that you can do and that's acceptable before you go to sleep is like reading a book until you fall asleep. I do that sometimes, and even just being in complete silence for like at least 15 to 20 minutes, more like 15 minutes before you just go to sleep. This is helping your mind like decompress itself, so now it's easy to focus first thing in the morning. So that's just a tip and trick. And another thing about waking up in the morning, we have to set a time that makes the most sense for you. Just because I wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning doesn't mean that that's good for you. I'm not recommending that for anybody, just to wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning. I have my own reasons. One of my reasons is that I know most people aren't up at 5 o'clock in the morning, so it's really no excuse for me. And your environment is everything. It's no excuse for me to be texting somebody 5 o'clock in the morning. I got two friends that I know that'd be up that early. I mean, no, my other one, he's from the West Coast. They 3 hours behind us, aren't they? Yeah, they 3 hours behind us. So he doesn't get up until it's like 8 o'clock. Wait a minute. Wait, no, he gets up at like 7 his time. So I think that's like 10 o'clock my time. But it all depends, man. It depends. If he got like a lot of bookings, he getting up for early in the morning. But my other friend, he gets up at the same time as me, and we're on the same time zone. But anyways, my whole point was that's why I do it. You have to do things that make sense for you, and the environment is the main thing. I was just helping one of my other friends stay focused first thing in the morning, and I was saying, he's like, yeah, how do you lock in? And I just gave him one trick, and that's just stay away from your phone. When you get up in the morning, the alarm that you want is a standalone digital or physical clock. Let that wake you up, not your phone, because as soon as you hit snooze or you hit dismiss, what do you have? You have a mountain of 20, 30, 40, 50 notifications. And that is not cool whatsoever. So that's another tip and trick for me. So that doesn't mean that you don't charge your phone up or put it on a battery. No, you can charge your phone up, put it on a battery on the opposite end of your bedroom. Just do that. Like right now, sometimes I forget where I put my phone. Normally, I either put my phone in my kitchen or throw it in my bedroom, like on my mattress. And I literally just toss it. So that's how I'm able to really get things done. Because if you start your day off doom scrolling, man, it's so much like stimulation, and then you trying to like, I guess you can say like downshift into the what we, in simplicity, the more boring tasks, then it's so much harder to stay focused rather than you just wake up, don't start your day with doom scrolling, do the most boring tasks first thing in the morning, get that out the way, and then boom, then you can like reward yourself with the more entertaining things later in the day, or the second half of the day. So, yep, that's all I want to do was touch base with you guys, just let you know that I'm here. I didn't abandon you guys. I genuinely thought for the last 2 or 3 weeks I was posting at least once a week, going live consistently. And like I said, let me pull this back up. like for proof. I was making these as the video was going. Like I had one, two, three. One, two, three. So I guess this is a spoiler for you guys. This will be the next video topic. I just gotta title it right. Well, I already have the title. Give me 1 second. Oh, what is this? What is this? Oh my goodness. Okay, whatever. I had to fix that off camera. I'm not gonna hold you guys up. I appreciate you guys. Don't be stuck and dumb forever. Let's learn and grow together.